and then I've got some, you start adding some coin. Got a little camera, got the old drone as well. Take some, and we do some little videos. Hopefully, between all three of us tonight, we get some fish on film. Because my last venture out, I blanked. Yeah, but I was on the other side of Dino, and usually I fish this side of Dino.
Last time I went to water fishing, yeah, I caught 2 4-pound bass in the same running leathery. I can prove it.
Yeah, that's nice. See if anyone joins this. Yeah, no, I fish the other side of Dino. Usually I fish this side of him.
Yeah.
And fucking, hello. Usually I fish this side of him, and I blanked last time, so back to this side.
Yeah, look,
hello.
I had these on the same rig.
Oh, nice, down at 200 range.
This is my double-figure carp I had. Is that it? No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. This one.
Nice. Nice little fatty.
Loving it. That was.
Hello, Siobhan. Hello. Halen. What?
Neil
Where's
Roy.
it? What?
Neil Roy.
Oh, yeah, over at the ponds.
Yeah, coastal.
Yeah, loving it in, yeah?
Well,
staying out of trouble.
Yeah, well, I want a full-time work, mate.
Yeah.
I want to buy a truck. I want to.
You gonna do your driving?
Yes.
Yeah. I said that to him.
What,
fucking.
When I get the truck, that'll push me more to do it because I've got the vehicle there.
Yeah. Hello. Say hello, everybody. Down at the pyramids today. I'm just getting set up. I'm going to be today. I'm going to fish with ragworm and squid tips on a 2-hook clip down. Just lining up my rod on a 2-hook clip down. I'm going to fish for small fish like bream and anything small. And then we're going to also try, Dino's going to try for spotteds and that. Let me sort myself out. Dino's going to try for spotteds and that, so that's his game plan. My game plan is anything that will take my bait. I will go through baits in a second. I'm going to be fishing 2-0 clip downs. I will show you the rig. So I'm going to be fishing a clip down, well, a 2-hook clip down with a 2-0 hook with a single worm and what else am I going to do? Single worm and a bit of squid tipped off. That's going to be my plan of action for this evening. I'm going to have one with big baits. Hello, everybody. I'm going to have one with big baits and I'm going to have one with small baits. So I'm going to fish a 2-hook clip down with a 2-0 hook with a single worm and come and say hi. Hi. Hello, Gabrielle. Hello, everybody. Come and say hi. Yeah, I'm going to fish a 2-hook clip down with a single worm and a bit of squid clipped onto it. So it'll be quite a simple rig. Looking pretty much scratching for like bream, maybe a little bass. Hello, Ben. Maybe a little bass. Mainly bream. My mate Dino, who's fishing next to me, he's looking for rays tonight, so they're going to be looking for like little spotteds. This venue is probably, or was before the coastal sea defences was made, one of the best spotted ray venues in Portsmouth. So it'd be nice to see. It's that time of year where spotteds would be around, so hopefully you might pick up a spotted. I am going to fish, as I say, a single worm with a squid tip in hope of anything. I released the fish, mate, but if it's an edible one, as in like if it's a bream, I might keep it because I started eating fish this year, so I might give it a go. But I might give it a go. I've got a bass in my freezer that I'm going to get out tomorrow and let defrost, and I'm going to give it I had bass for dinner the other day and it was absolutely gorgeous, so I'm a big fan of bass. Let me just grab my bait box, 2 seconds, so I can show what baits we're going to be using tonight. So obviously I've got ragworm, nice and cold, bit of ragworm. I've got some little crabs. I've got some mackerel head and prawns. Sand eel. Squid. Bluey. More bluey. And some mackerel. And my mate asked me to pick him up some lance, so he's got some lance. First of all, I'm going to be fishing the squid with the ragworm. Yeah. If you look on my previous post, Rizza, you'll see last week or this week, last week, end of last week. Yeah, all that bait. Yeah, you need to change it up and see what's what. The worm and the squid might not catch me anything, so I'll swap over and see whatever the fish are biting on, and then I'll use that bait. That's the intention anyway, so you might find that you have to swap up baits. I should imagine the worm and the squid will give me some good bites. No, it's not that expensive, my friend. Probably all that in there cost me about £10. It's only a small bait box, and I buy from a wholesaler, so it's cheaper. I mean, this is like 3-4 quid. The worm probably. What did you catch? If you go and have a look on my previous posts, I haven't caught anything today. I am literally just setting up now. I'm going to be talking you through. Obviously, I got a 2-hook clip down. But last week I had a couple of decent bass. Anyway, back to the bait. The bait, if you buy it from a wholesaler, isn't that expensive. It's when you buy from tackle shops, local, they put like 30-40% on it, so you end up getting charged a lot more than you should do, really. But that's fishing for you, I guess. I do buy most of my bait from Fish On, but sometimes I do go elsewhere, so it really depends. Anyway, so let's get the first bait on and let's get the first rod in the water. So what I do is we take a nice little worm like this. This one isn't probably the best of worms. The guy who I got them off did say they're coming to the end of their shelf life. We poke it onto the baiting needle, as so, and then we're going to squeeze it up onto the hook. Yeah, £10, that's hell of a deal. Yeah, it is, mate. Where are you from, Rizza? So we're going to put the worm onto the hook, feed it onto the hook, so it looks nice. So that's now on the hook, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of squid. Take a piece of squid, and what I'm going to do, luckily I sharpened my knife, is I'm going to cut the squid. If you haven't subscribed, it'd be nice if you subscribed. I'm 1 away from 600, so that would be really nice. If I could get that 600 today, I'd be well impressed. Anyway, so what I've done is I've cut a piece of squid, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it again, so literally it's just little slivers, and then I'm going to tip it onto the, so we're going to go for the worm. So here's the worm I've put on there. I'm going to tip this off with a couple of thin pieces of squid, literally up, down, up, just like that. It's nothing thingy, and I'm going to put another one on. So we've got 2 pieces of squid. So it's like that, and then I'm going to bring my worm down. I need to cut that off. 2 seconds. Let me find my clippers. Oh, where's my clippers? Here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off a little bit of line there, so the worm goes back down over the hook. Oh, is it going to? Yeah. And I'm going to push the worm back down, and then literally, you remember fishing when you was a kid. Where are you from? So literally, that is just a worm, one single worm with a tiny bit of squid holding the worm in place. Then obviously don't forget to bring your bait stop down to stop it from flying up the line. What I do is that's a little bit too far down. I like to try and do it so it's like, so the worm gets to stay at its, so it's not like bent. So like that. Not from the UK, fair. So that is my first hook. And then literally we're going to do exactly the same again on the other hook as we're fishing a 2-hook clip down. Let me find my baiting needle. So again, we're gonna, this worm's too big, so I'm gonna break the worm in half. You got a bite already? I think my mate's already got a bite. So we're going to push the worm onto the needle, like so again. So yeah, mate, if you could subscribe before you go, it'd be good. Enjoy the rest of your day though, Rizza. So we're going to take that and we're going to go. You want a bite already? Put the worm onto the needle, off the needle, nice and nicely. Some people might use a little bit less worm, some might use a little bit more. And then I'm going to take, in this one, I'm just going to put one sliver of squid on. Exactly how I've just done the other one. Up, down, up, down. And then we're going to bring the worm back down. Bring that back down like so. And, oh, why is it not going back over the hook? There we go. Back down it goes. There we go. So now we have 2 worms and 2 bits of squid on a 2-hook clip down, ready to go. So let's get this bad boy out. Let me just get this. Clean my hands up. Oh, my missus washed that. It smells lovely. It's going to smell disgusting by the end of tonight. Now we're going to clip down the baits. So now the baits are clipped down, making it nice and streamlined. I'm just going to go cast it out. I should be back in a second. A little bit over your way, but I was trying to do it so I didn't get in their way. Not a bad cast, Owen? That one, the other one. Anyway, so that's that one out, and then we're going to set up the other one. So bear with me a second while I just get it in the rest. I've got some people swimming down in front of me. Right. That's the first one out, guys. I'm just going to turn this slightly so you can see. Right. Well, let's get the other one out. Now it's what to do with this one. Shall we go for up and over or what? So that's the first one out. That's got rag and squid on it. I went slightly over to the right because there are some people over my shoulder. I don't know if you can see. They're coming out now, but there are some people swimming right down in front of me, so I can't really cast where they are while they swim. It's about letting everybody be fair on the beach, do you know what I mean? So let's get my second rod set up. I'm going to go for a fixed ball on my other rod. My pen sea blaster. Thanks for the heart, whoever that was. Yay, loads of hearts coming on the screen. Woo! Hearts back. There you go. Hi. No drama, broski. Yes. Hello, antisocial rider. Hi. I'm going to say Hassan, because I don't know how to say that first bit. Hussein, was it? But loving the hearts. If you haven't subscribed, last time I checked, I was 1 subscriber away from 600. If I could hit that today, that would be an absolute dream. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. 600 would be absolute. I'm on my road to 1,000, and 600 means only 400 to go. So that would be good. So anyway, I'm gonna fish one with a fixed ball, one with a multiplier. Oh. We're a bit of a windy day. There's a lot of people down here swimming. So, right, that's that. I need to put a shock leader on that. Should always fish with a shock leader. Keep the hearts going. We like them hearts. We like them. So I'm going to put a fixed shock leader onto my rod now. Last time I went out and I fished Selsey East the other day and I blanked on my like 3rd or 4th last cast. I ended up snapping off, getting stuck. So I put the rod away and then didn't bother getting it back out, so I went down to 1 rod. So what I do use is a Selsey has been really busy lately. It has been, mate. It's the warm weather. I don't think we've to be honest with you, I haven't seen any, like, the other night we had some rain, but other than that we haven't really had any rain. So like everything's cooked and it's real muggy down here today. Let me get myself sorted out, 2 seconds. So I'll show you the shock leader, not I do. Yeah, mate. If you look at my old, if you look at a couple of my old videos, like from last week, so say like up to 8 days ago, you'll see that I did a couple of videos in the harbour. I've had a couple of congers, I've had a couple of bass, I've had a hell of a lot of mackerel, scad, to be honest with you, I think the mackerel have moved out of the harbour now. When I turned up here, just over to the right of me, the birds were working, so I think my mate said he was going to chuck on try for a couple of fresh mackerel once the people start to clear off. But yeah, if you have a look through my old videos, mate, you'll see I fished the yard a couple of times, not the dockyards, but the harbour entrance a couple of times, and I've had some really good results last couple of days, week, shall I say. So anyway, I'm going to put a shock leader on. So let me just cut that. So how I do my shock leader is I put a little loop in this. I'll try and make it as easy enough for you to see as I can. So I make a little loop like that. So one little tag end, and then the same way as the old David Brown. I think you're on about old boy David Brown. I haven't seen him for a little while actually, since he sold me a rod. And then I said to him, you owe me a pint. And he disappeared, and then I didn't see him. I haven't seen him since, but to be honest, I haven't been down down old Portsmouth or Spice Island, whatever you want to call it, for the last couple of days. So yeah. Anyway, so put a loop in there. I pull this line through. Then I pull the loop slightly. Yeah, mate, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's Sean, innit? Antisocial rider. It's busy, innit? I forget everybody's YouTube name. And basically, then I make another loop for the green. And then I go round 8 times. So 8 twists, then I pull the loop, so as you can see, the loop's starting to create a knot. Then when it gets slightly to the knotted stage, I wet the line so that the knot, it doesn't create any friction, and then I pull the two together, and just like that we've got a leader knot. And that's the leader knot I use. I'm not saying it's not the, I don't know what the name of it is, that's the leader knot I use. I always advise using shock leader. Some people do, some people don't. Some people are asking for trouble, some people ain't. And then I just cut off the excess as close as I can get it. And then again with the green, as close as I can get it. And that is literally my leader knot. I'll bring it up, look how small it is. I am down at the pyramids in Portsmouth today, mate. Literally just behind the pyramids. I'll get the phone out in a second and I'll let you up so you can see. Just bear with me a sec, let me just roll this leader on. Guess what? That's how thick I am. I've put the cut bit on. Just finished at the ferry boat, no luck. The ferry boat as in Hayling side or Eastney side. I put the wrong bit of leader on the line. What an idiot. So let's get that out of the way and then we can do it again. You commented on the yes, just commented on the partner's post on Facebook trying to get that off fishing. You mean, is it your boy? I think think that's the only comment I've commented on. Yes, mate, yes, I know. Yeah, I think yeah, you should message me on my page. I'll happily obviously with your supervision and that, I'll happily come down and show your boy a couple of tricks and that. and see if, like, hopefully get him a couple of little fish. We all got to start somewhere. Anyway, going back to that, so we'll do exactly the same again. I will show you some rigs quickly, actually. Let me tie this knot and I'll show you a yeah, mate, let me tie this. I'll show you a quick rig, if something that will work really well, and 8 times round. Hi Mike, how's it going? Let me just finish this off. If you look, where are we? Just Me Aids. Just Me Aids. If you look in the tackle shop for a rig called a 2-hook flapper, it's got 2 hooks on it. I'll open this one up just quickly, and it's got smaller hooks on. Down at Spice Island, where good mate, have you been out recently, Mike? It's got smaller hooks on, so smaller hooks. Tiny little bit of ragworm. I'll just quickly demonstrate on here. I do use just a little bit of ragworm, like so, just to cover the hook, like that, and dropped over the side where the ramp is. So more onto the, so if you're at Spice Island, more where the little bit of beach is to the right of it, just like that, maybe with a tiny bit of squid on it. That'll catch him little fish. Maybe even go for a smaller hook size, like a 1/0, but that'll catch him fish literally down there. That's always worth a try. You don't need to put on big baits. Just get him catching some small fish where he's catching loads of them, and he will literally, that will pique his interest. And then pretty much, if you look on a couple of more of my YouTube videos, so obviously you'll see I do a lot of fishing down at Old Portsmouth. If you look on a couple of my YouTube videos, you'll see like the rigs and everything else that I'm using, and sort of the tactics that I use, and it's always worth having a look. But like I say, yes mate, thank you very much. As I say, I take it your name's Adam, is it, or AD? Adam or AD. Again, like I say, if you drop my page a message, I'm happy to thank you very much, that's very nice. Adam, yes, Adam, if you like I say, if you drop my page a message, mate, I'm happy to come out down Old Portsmouth and show him a couple of little bits, maybe give him a couple of rigs, and help you boys out. Hello Ash the Bash, and help you guys out so we can catch a couple of fish, because we all started somewhere. Let me just reel this on. Dopey me, end up putting the wrong bit of leader on. Yeah, little worm baits, that'll get him going, like little worm baits. Start small and then like move up from small, if you know what I mean. Like once he starts catching little fish, he'll love it, because he'll be catching. Let me just put on my, oh, do I want that one? No, I do not. Hopefully tonight we'll get a couple of fish as well. Last time out I blanked, so that wasn't very good. But I mean, it's all fishing, isn't it, really? So guys, I am literally going to finish this live in a minute, so I can get on and do my fishing myself. I appreciate everybody who's joined the live tonight, and if you've subscribed, even better, to help me get to my goal of 1,000. Obviously look for tomorrow or maybe the next day, depending on how the fishing goes. Yes mate, I'm literally just next to the rocks down at the pyramids. Depending on how the fishing goes, my video will be live either tomorrow or, what's tomorrow? Friday. Tomorrow or Saturday morning. But I'm going to love you guys and leave you all. Thanks all for joining my live. And now I'm going to get on with my fishing and start making some videos. Thank you very much, everybody. Tight lines. Gay.